Hi, it's Christy from Mommy Loves Makeup. Today I'm going to make a video about the Mother's Day loot that I got. The first thing I'm going to talk about is something that I never would have gotten if it wasn't for Lorraine, the current custom, and her raving about Kate Somerville and this book. So because of her and me watching the video, and I'll try and link to that, I got this Kate Somerville Complexion Perfection book, and it is so good. I read it in like a day. Really detailed, comprehensive book, beautifully outlined. Kate Somerville is a paramedical esthetician to the stars, so I will admit that I've seen her name a lot. I mean, you will see, and she has her own product line. It is in Sephora. It is very expensive, I think, or on the higher end. I mean, there are things that are more expensive, and you know, I've already admitted to my expensive tendencies for some things, meaning like the SkinCeuticals. I've tried the La Mer. So for the most part, I try to avoid Sephora for my skincare, but I will tell you that I think I'm actually going to try Kate Somerville's cleansers the next time I run out of my Obagi cleanser. And I think I might also try her exfoliant because I was just really impressed with the things she had to say in her book and her full disclosure. And she was just very detailed and thorough. You know, she outlined a fantastic outline of ingredients that would be very helpful to a lot of people who don't know a lot about the ingredients that are in the products that they use. And so she outlines the ingredients. She gives a thorough outline of the treatments she recommends. So she'll talk about the lasers, the IPL, the intense pulse light treatments, who they're catered to and who they're really targeted for and who should avoid them, meaning, you know, if you have dark skin tones, you shouldn't use a certain laser, or you should just, you know, avoid it at all costs. So she was just really comprehensive, and so much so, like, even, I think I've mentioned this before, that hydroquinone is sort of like the gold standard if you have melasma. And I know a lot of people, especially if you just Google it, you will see that there are a lot of, you know, links to cancer. And again, from what I've seen in studies, it's when it's been ingested and it's been tested in rats, and yes, it does cause, there are links to cancer. So, you know, I'm not going to get into whether, you know, it's good or bad or what my opinion is. I will say that I do use hydroquinone. Unfortunately, I've been using it since I was in my mid-20s, and it was like the only thing. It was like a life-saving miracle to me when my melasma was so bad. I mean, it was just, I don't know. Anyways, all I'm trying to say is that she does mention the risks of using hydroquinone, and she mentions that when she puts someone on a regimen that does include hydroquinone, that she never keeps them on it for very long, and she talks about the dangers of it, you know, which I think is a really good thing, because there are so many products out there that have hydroquinone, and the dermatologists aren't telling you that it's like dangerous. I know even in my spa, people are not telling you that it's dangerous. You're sort of left to decide and find out that stuff on your own, because unfortunately the you know, Food and Drug Administration, especially with skincare, there's a lot of things that are not tested in a way that you would hope they would be tested. So I'll just leave it at that, and if you are going to be really worried about stuff, then you should do your own research and kind of choose what's best for you, and just leave it at that. So anyways, another thing about her book, this Kate Somerville Complexion Perfection, is she does these phenomenal before and after. She does like 10-week case studies with different people of different ages with different skin problems, and none of them involve surgery. I will admit that some of them do involve using injectables like Restylane or Juvederm or Botox. So there is that, but it's just, especially for someone my age, when you're looking at these results, it's just so nice to see that you don't have to, you know, go under the knife to make dramatic changes in your skin, especially with wrinkles. There was a new laser, I just hadn't heard about, the Pearl Fractional, and wow, some of these photos, it was just really stunning. how dramatic their skin changed and their texture. And, you know, so I just highly encourage you, if you have any interest in skincare, or if you're, you know, over 30 and, you know, things are not the same way as they were in your 20s, or if you even are in your 20s and you know, have some skin issues, this is just a really, really good book. And, you know, she does talk about her products in here, which is understandable, but, you know, she talks about the ingredients that are in her products, and so you don't have to necessarily buy her stuff. But I will say that I was really impressed with her, her candor and honesty, that I'm probably going to try her products now. And this kind of leads into my next gift that I got from Sephora, because she actually uses the Clarisonic at her spa and recommends it. So I totally was like, all right, now I gotta get it. I'd kind of been avoiding the whole Clarisonic thing just because, you know, it's just a face scrubber, right? So anyways, going to Sephora, I was actually gonna buy the more expensive one, but then I got to Sephora and I was looking at them and I decided on the Mia. I got the pink one, so some of my money will go to breast cancer research, but this is the Mia. And I decided on this one just because I like the size better. And we travel a lot. We like going back and forth to our beach house in the summers. So this is just easier to me to pop in and deal with, rather than that one, the bigger one that requires the charger that you have to set it into. So this one kind of, the charger is just, you know, magnetic. And it just clicks in like that, so it's just takes up less space when you have to charge it. And I wasn't really going to use the body scrubber, and so I decided on the Mia. So this is $149. I've been using it since Mother's Day. I got it on Saturday, so it had to charge like a full 24 hours before I could use it. So since that Sunday, I've been using it, and that's the only thing in my skincare regimen that has changed. And I was fully expecting to want to return this, so I even kept my, you know, my Sephora bag. You know me, queen of returns if I don't like it. You know, the box and everything, but I'm going to throw it away, my box and my bag, because holy cow, I am jumping on the bandwagon. This has made such a nice change in my skin. You know, I really can't explain what it does, but it does a more thorough job of cleaning my skin than just my hands with my facial cleanser. I think I've mentioned before that my Obagi foaming gel is really good at removing my makeup, but somehow using this for a minute, I use it for a minute on my face and then a minute on my neck and chest, and when I go to wipe my skin with my toner after I cleanse, there is nothing, you know, whereas before there would still be some makeup residue, but now nothing. And texturally, my skin just feels smoother, and I feel like it's actually just, I don't have too many clogged pores, but around my nose I definitely do, and I think around my nose area my pores have like improved just in the 2 weeks since I've been using this. And yeah, I just have to say I was really, really impressed. And also, I've been using the Obagi Clear for my melasma, and it has made dramatic changes for that. And that's a 4% hydroquinone product, if anyone's curious. But and I've talked about it before in my other skincare videos. But and I had huge improvements with fading the discoloration from my melasma on my forehead. And just in the past 2 weeks of using the Clarisonic, it's like my Obagi just somehow like really kicked into gear, and it actually, I would say, you know, I maybe have like 5 to 10% left to fade, and so I don't know if it was really just the timing and the Obagi took that long, you know, because I've been on it before, and it's, you know, it normally takes longer for it to completely fade my melasma. But yeah, it's been doing, in the past 2 weeks, it's been like dramatic. I really don't even have that much cover up on. I might not even put any cover up on this morning because I had to take my daughter to the doctor, so this is kind of like a quick makeup face. So yeah, I apologize for that if anyone was expecting something better. But anyways, I love this. I love the Kate Somerville book, and I'll be back to talk to y'all later about some of my other goodies. Bye!